What's good, family? It's homie Bigg Vic TV, and we back. Today I want to talk about some of the things that I do not like about the trucking industry. Actually, some things that I can't stand. But with any business, there's going to come some good stuff, and definitely there's going to be some bad stuff. But there's a lot of bad stuff that I do not like about the trucking industry, so we're going to get right into that. Let's go. Let's get it. All right, one of the very first things that I do not like about the trucking industry is maintenance. That doesn't come as a surprise to some of you. I'm sure you know that already. But you're probably saying, well, shoot, I just get me a rental truck. I ain't got to worry about maintenance. Lies. You will have to worry about maintenance even if you get a rental truck, because believe me, the price that they're going to knock you in your head for, you're paying for maintenance up front. So don't get it confused. But the only thing, the difference is with maintenance when you're buying a vehicle is, you know, when issues come up, that's going to cut into some of your profit, but it's just a part of the business. You should be able to make more money than you have maintenance issues, unless you have somebody that's driving your truck that completely neglects your vehicle. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not a huge, big problem if you're taking care of your vehicle. That is the importance of doing pre-trips, post-trips, making sure that, you know what I'm saying, like keep an eye on most of the essentials that keeps your truck running. You shouldn't have too many problems. Now, you just go out there and buy a junky truck, you're gonna have more problems than a little bit. This is another reason why I tell you guys, make sure you get maintenance records, maintenance history of things that were already done to that truck before you put your money into it, okay? So maintenance is one of the number one things that I do not like, because every now and again something may pop up. But I have went months without, you know, any maintenance issues. But I know at some point it's gonna arise. But that's just one of the caveats of being in the trucking industry or owning your truck. You know, sometimes you may come into maintenance issues, but as long as you keep that stuff in check and order, I don't think you'll have too many headaches, you know, especially if you're maintaining your truck like you should, like you're supposed to maintain it. We shouldn't run into those issues. The second thing I don't like is when you're dealing with brokers and your OTR, you may go to some shippers that may have you waiting a long time. That's part of the process, but it's annoying as hell. So you could possibly be waiting at a shipper for 2-3 hours, even though some of them, after 2 hours of waiting, that's when this detention pay starts to kick in. So of course you have to notify your broker, let them know like, hey, we got here at 12, boom, we've been here, it's 3 o'clock and we haven't been loaded yet. So the broker will more than likely get in touch with the customer or the shipper. At times like this costs the broker more money. So more times than not, the broker can reach out to the shipper and ask for more money for you having to wait a longer period of time. So make sure you keep those lines of communication open between you and the broker when you're sitting at a shipper and you're waiting to get that detention pay. So that's the second thing I don't like, especially doing airport runs. You know, so anytime you have that TWIC card and you got to do an airport run, that requires more of your time. It requires more work. You'll typically be sitting at some location waiting for them to send a text to your telephone so that you can come and go ahead and get your truck either loaded or unloaded. So I don't like that. That's why I charge them more money when I'm doing airport runs. You know, when I have to show my TWIC card or anything like that, I charge more money for those because I know it's going to take up a majority of my day, which also sucks up the time for me to book another load to get on my truck after, you know, either I get loaded or after I get unloaded. That's the second thing I don't like about the trucking industry. One of the third things I do not like about the trucking industry is as a carrier. As a carrier owner operator, this probably happens for company drivers as well. When a load gets canceled on you, it just gets canceled on you. There's nothing that you can do about it as far as being able to like report a company, or, you know, let's say you're with the company, Amazon Relay, and they cancel loads on you. If it's under a 2-hour window, you get $175, right? There's pretty much nothing you can do if the load gets canceled on you, and there's nothing you can do to them, or there's nothing you can say about it. Yeah, you can leave a review in your Amazon Relay app, but typically if a load gets canceled, a load gets canceled. And they can cancel 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. The loads are countless on how many loads that they can cancel on you, and nothing happened to the company. You don't get any money if they get canceled way earlier than the 2 hours. It's really, really annoying. It's probably one of the most annoying things when running loads for Amazon Relay. Yes, it happens. Yes, it's annoying. I mean, really annoying. And some of you guys can contest to this as well. I'm sure you like, bro, they done canceled so many loads on me, it's ridiculous. When it's good, it's good. When it's bad, it's bad. It's part of the business. I don't like it. It's not too much I can do about it other than decide if I want to run the loads or not. You know what I'm saying? So I don't like them metrics that they have when it comes to them. A lot of you guys probably don't know this, but if you ever go to an Amazon facility and you're dropping off a load and you're there waiting to get your load dropped off over 2 hours, you can always send them an email. You can send them an email and request to get detention pay. I've done it a few times already, and they paid me out my detention pay for the amount of time that I had to sit and wait. During the snowstorm, I had to wait about 7 hours for the Amazon facility to open because they were closed, and they had massive trucks out there waiting to either get loaded or get unloaded. And they paid me an additional $250 on top of the $700 something that they paid me for dropping that load off when I was out there in Georgia. So you can get detention pay with Amazon Relay in a box truck if you did not know that. Now you know. The fourth thing that I don't like about the trucking industry is that when you're dealing with different brokers, not all, but when you're dealing with some brokers, some of those brokers like to handle you like you are a cargo van or a sprinter van driver or something like that. You know what I'm saying? That's kind of like how I feel they look at you. Like, okay, if I'm going 500 miles, don't treat me like I don't have a commercial a vehicle that I'm still driving. I'm still transporting this freight. I'm still moving the freight just as if a semi was moving this freight. So don't try to lowball me or give me less money for this load because it's going on the back of my box truck. Some of these brokers will try to handle you, so you can't let them talk to you any type of way. You feel what I'm saying? So make them talk to you nice. Tell them real quick, like, hey, talk to me nice, bro.
Hey, don't handle me, Frank. You understand me? I don't want to be handled. It insults my intelligence as a human being.
Don't talk to me. Don't handle me. Because a lot of them will try to like make it seem like you moving that freight isn't as important as if a semi was moving that freight. And I got that feeling from a few brokers when I first got started moving freight with my box truck. I felt that when I would call brokers. It's like, okay, gotta, they look at the phone and they call the phone, oh, it's for one of our box truck loads. Yeah, okay, hold on 1 second. Don't let them handle you. I never liked it. Still don't like it. When I see it, I can detect it in the voice when I'm talking to brokers. I hear it. Like, bro, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, talk to me like I'm running a real legitimate business here. Like, talk to me nice, man. Fifth thing I can't stand about the box truck business is that when you decide to go OTR in your box truck or wherever you decide to go in your box truck and you decide you want to go to sleep in your truck, bro, take your ass to sleep. You can go to sleep in your box truck, okay? You can go to sleep. Stop listening to people down in your comments telling you, hey, bro, you're not supposed to be sleeping in your box truck. You can sleep in your box truck just as long as you don't log sleeper berth because you don't have a sleeper on your truck. Unless you get a sleeper installed on your box truck, you can't log sleeper berth, but there's nothing wrong with you sleeping in your box truck, blacking out your windows, and taking your behind to sleep and getting you some rest, all right? Don't be fooled by the internet police. You know what I'm saying? I call them the internet DOT officers who never even went to DOT school. But they've been watching a lot of semi drivers out there over the road and all this other, all this other jazz. Drive your truck, go make your money, but don't be listening to all these weirdos out here on the internet talking about you can't sleep in your truck. Bro, go to sleep in your truck, make you some money. I can't stand them when they do that. I've been doing this almost 2 years now. Never had a problem, never had no issues with no DOT officer saying you're not supposed to be here, you can't sleep. None of that stuff, none of that nonsense. Make your money, go get your bread. Stop listening to these people out here that not even in the business talking about what you can't do in your box truck. But these are the things that I can't stand about the box truck business. Everything is not always peachy in this business, but hey, it's business. I don't know no business where everything is always glorious. Sometimes there's good days, sometimes there's bad days. It just comes with the territory. If you decide to do it, this is what you can look forward to, all right? You already know what it is, man. It's the homie Bigg Vic TV, man. Let's go, let's get it, let's eat, baby.